Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, once your eyes are open, all right, once you are enlightened to this truth, all right, the left-hand side, your name appears on that hit list now. These different demons and spirits on the left hand, the spiritual demon Satan has it out for you, okay? It's his job to agitate you, okay, and to tempt you to the point of overthrow, to try to overthrow your faith. That's the whole point. See, this is spiritual warfare. This is a battle, okay? And the longer you in it, the harder it gets, okay? Because the Lord is going to send heavier demons your way, okay? Why? Because as it also says in Romans, I'm going to jump down to verse 28, Romans 8 and 28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose, right? All right, Yahweh said, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, all right, and ordained you, all right, to go and bear fruit in his name, roughly paraphrasing. So the Most High put us in this fight, okay? But he's also given us the tools, the different resources, the different spiritual weapons, all right, and armor, okay, that we need to fight this battle, all right, to get the victory, okay? And if we move according to this manual, according to these words, then we got it, okay? We are more than conquerors through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so all we got to do is just keep fighting, all right? Just keep fighting, keep fighting. And every battle, okay, that you win, you get stronger, okay? Even when you lose certain battles, okay? Even when you fall, all right? Even when you don't measure up, okay? You take that as a lesson. You extrapolate the lesson that the Lord is trying to show you. And when you're able to do that, that's still a victory. See? And next time around, you do better. All right? All things work together for our good, man. You can't stop somebody with that mindset. Somebody with a mindset that thinks everything, that truly believes that everything that happens to them is for their good and it's to make them better. You can't stop nobody like that, man. That person is undefeatable in the spirit. No matter what you throw at them, no matter what the spiritual demon Satan throws at them, all right, it makes them stronger, okay? So with a mentality like that, you can't lose, all right? So take it cheerfully, as he says in Surah 2. Whatever, when thou change to the law of state, take it cheerfully, man. We got to be optimistic in the spirit, okay? We can't be pessimistic like these people out here, man. That's why these people all on the drugs, okay? All on the Molly and the Percocet, okay? All on the opioids, okay? All right? Smoking weed all day, all right? Drinking themselves to sleep every single night, all right? Why? Because they have no hope of the future, okay? This is as good as it gets for these people, all right? But we have hope of something greater, all right? We have something more beautiful, okay? As the scripture tell you in Proverbs 28th chapter, where there's no vision, the people perish, okay? All right? But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. You see, we have the vision, okay? We have of the insight, okay, of the bigger picture and all this, okay? We understand what this is all leading to, okay? So although that we're in pain, okay, although we're suffering and taking afflictions, we should be rejoicing at the same time, okay? Knowing that we have a kingdom coming, knowing that righteousness is getting ready to reign on the earth, where we can be free, we can live, man. The tree is going to rejoice, as the scriptures say. The animals are going to rejoice, man. Children are going to be able to be children. You're not going to be able to have to look up and look over your shoulder every minute. Where's my son? Where's my daughter? Why? Because some weirdo might try to snatch him up, all right? You're going to be able to allow your children to go out and play and to have fun, man, and to live. You're going to be able to live, man. You're not going to need a passport, okay? You're not going to need a birth certificate. You're not going to need all these different documents just to show you who you are. You're going to be able to be. You're just going to be able to be, man, and to live and enjoy the creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for all eternity. You see? That's what we're looking forward to. All right? That's what we're fighting for. And we can't lose sight of that. All right? No matter what is thrown our way. You see? So we have hope. This truth is beautiful, man. It's benefits to serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right? These people out here, they hate each other. They can't trust each other, all right? These people won't even leave their children with their own family members, okay? All right? They won't even leave their wife around in the room or another room, but maybe it's somewhere in the backyard and around the house somewhere with their wife, man. These people can't even trust their wives, okay? Their wives cheating on them with one of their co-workers, you know what I'm saying? So this whole place is just, it just has to go, man. This whole system has to go, all right? And we can't wait. That's why we can't wait till Yahweh Bashim Yahushua destroy this place, man. We can't wait till martial law is implemented, man. And these different troops out here laying people down, man. Running up in these people's houses, putting them to death, all right? When you brain Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans getting your brains blown out by the so-called white man, all right? We can't wait for that time to come. Why? Because it's going to be a mercy kill. You deserve it and you need it, man. You need a great reset. You need a great reset. You see? This whole place needs to be done over, all right? In righteousness. Here's the book of Micah, going back to Micah, chapter 4, and verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city. But what's that city? That city is Jerusalem. We left our homeland, all right? We were expelled out of there, all right, by Roman persecution, okay? And we were pushed throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? And thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. And we're Babylon. We're in the midst of Babylon the Great. Which the word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word babal, which means confusion. All right? Con with fusion, meaning mixture, with mixture. All right? This whole place is full of mixture. You got all different type of nations here. Okay? All different type of philosophies, all different type of religions. Okay? They tell you that America is the great melting pot. Okay? Everybody coming from all different parts of the world to so-called live the American dream. Okay? You walk up and down the street, you look at a certain individual, you don't know if that's a man or a woman. You sincerely don't know, man. All right, the children are going against the parents. All right? This whole place is out of order. The women rule over their man. Okay? Which if you go to these different countries, it's the complete opposite. These women can't go back to their homeland and try that shit they do over here in America. All right? Because they'll get put to death. All right? A lot of these sodomites can't go back to their country and do that sodomite shit over there in their country because they'll get put to death. All right? These people, America is the harbinger of wickedness. They aid and abet wickedness. Okay? So this is Babylon the Great. And this is where our people were sold into slavery. This is where the Israelites were sold into slavery on a mass scale. Okay? Over here in the West. The Americas, but starting with the United States of America. The so-called United States, because it's divided, as you can see. All right? They did a poll, all right? And they said about, I think 52 or 54% of Americans are looking at their own fellow Americans as the #1 cause of the ways of America being changed. You see? So this place, more than half of the people here in America believe that their fellow American is an enemy to America. Showing you that this place is falling, this place is crumbling, man. All right? Which is a beautiful thing. All right? And thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. You see? So this is the place where the great deliverance is going to take place. Okay? This is where the second Exodus is going to take place, because this is also Egypt all over again. All right? And just like you read the book of Exodus, how the Israelites, our people, were delivered, okay? All right, by the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? By his right hand, right, Yahweh Shai, all right? And also through the aid of Moses and Aaron, okay? That's happening all over again. You see? And the Most High is raising up 144,000 Moses and Aaron's, okay? To preach unto Pharaoh, okay? Which the modern day Pharaoh is the so-called elites, okay? The so-called Illuminati, okay? The bankers, the global bankers, the elite bankers that run the show, okay? And we're prophesying against them, telling them that the Lord is getting ready to deliver us, man. Okay? And just like Pharaoh, the Most High is hardening their hearts. You see? And they're trying to clamp down with the oppression. Okay? Just like you read in the book of Exodus, how you had that Pharaoh at that time, he clamped down on the oppression of our people. All right, and made him, he made him say, oh, you gotta find your own straw to make brick, roughly paraphrasing. Esau, Edom, with their modern day elites, they're clamping down with their oppression. Okay? That's why they want to hit you with the jab. That's why they want to hit you with the microchip. Okay? That's why they're shutting down these businesses and these different jobs, you see? All right? And thou shalt go even to Babylon, there shalt thou be delivered. There Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. Okay? So we are being redeemed from the hand of our enemies. Okay? That's what salvation is. So none of us, nobody who's on the earth right now is saved, man. You got these different Christian churches, these different so-called Christians saying that I'm saved by the blood of Jesus. Okay? You're not saved, man. You still got to go to work. Okay? You about to take the vaccine, man. All right? You about to take the microchip. All right? Your jobs is being shut down. You about to go into a concentration camp, man. Real soon. You're begging the government for a stimulus check. So how are you saved, my man? All right? Your life is about to take a drastic turn for the worse. All right, times like never before is getting ready to take place on the earth. So how are you saved? You're not saved, man. Nobody's saved until the Lord comes. That's when salvation is going to come, man. All right? And you're going to be saved from your enemies. Because contrary to popular belief, we have enemies, all right? And your number one enemy does not look like you. Okay? And no matter how much you hate, your neighbor that lives next door to you or in the same apartment building as you, okay? The guy at your job that you feel may take your position that looks like you, all right? The rival gang member, somebody you got beef with, okay? The nigga that you stay on 64th, all right, them niggas that stay on 65th, no matter how much you want to kill those niggas, how much y'all kill each other, that's not your number one enemy, man. Your greatest enemy is the so-called white man, all right? No matter how much he smiles in your face, okay? No matter how much food stamps he gives you, how much Section 8 he gives you, all right? That's to destroy you, man. The scripture tell you that a gift destroys the heart, which is your mind, all right? These devils have a depopulation agenda. These devils have an agenda to exterminate our people. All right, and they're getting ready to show their horns, man. Joe Biden, that's your enemy. No matter how much you love him, and he's getting ready to show you that he's your enemy, man. All right. No, no problem. No problem. You know your nationality?
You mind if I?
No, you can't get in the camera. You can back up.
All right. Can I listen?
What's your name? What's your nationality? Indian? I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. So-called Black Latinos and Native Americans. All right, we are the Israelites. What happened? I'm speaking loudly for the camera. You know what I'm saying? So your people, so-called East Indians, they're Elam. I know you have some people. You ever heard? I know you have heard of the Talmud. I believe Talmud people in South India. They actually call themselves Elamites, or they'll say Elam or Elam. Okay, that's your nation in the Bible. One of the other 17 nations that the Most High created. All right, the Heavenly Father, who the word ignorantly calls God, is the so-called black man. The one that ignorantly calls Jesus Christ is the so-called black man. All right, and they created all these different nations outside of the nation of Israel to be our slaves, to be our servants and handmaids. All right, but we have served in captivity underneath your people. Okay, because of our sins. But the Lord is getting ready to turn that back around. You ever heard of the Persians? Okay, so-called Iran today. I believe that was in 1982, something like that. They went from Persia and renamed themselves as Iran. But going back into history, all these different nations really go back to 18 nations. So the so-called East Indians, also so-called Iranian people, are Elamites, and they were they're in the Bible, okay, known as the Persians, okay, and we were in captivity by them. Okay, you got a question?
I was gonna ask you like so like India is an Elam, like is that like an Israelite version of that area? Or?
No, that's
what's Elam? What does Elam mean?
That's your actual biblical nationality.
Oh, I see. It's like geographically in the Bible.
Right, and it goes back to the Hebrew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just curious. I like to learn about religions. Right?
That's what we are here for.
Yeah. So you're trying to tell me we have the same thought process. We all kind of started in the middle. We all kind of spread apart.
Yeah.
And the word.
That's what the Bible says.
Yeah. That's all
fertile crescent.
That's what all religions say.
Right, and all religions have a so-called flood story. Have you heard of the Epic of Gilgamesh?
No, what's that?
The Epic of Gilgamesh is like a Eastern Indian philosophy. Okay, and they have a so-called flood story. Like you ever heard about Noah and his three sons of the ark? Yeah. Well, according to the Holy Bible, the whole world was repopulated by the three sons of Noah. Okay, and you had Shem, Ham, and Japheth, which is his three sons. Ham became the father of the real Africans, because they call our people so-called African American, but we descend from a different lineage of the actual African people. Okay, which really our people are more related. So-called Negroes are more related to East Indians than they are actual Africans, actual Hamitic people. Okay.
Bro, people get lost. You know what I'm saying?
People get lost, but it's all about your father's lineage. It goes by sperm line. It's no such thing as a mixed person. You are who your father is. If you really want to trace a lineage, you go from your father, grandfather, great-grandfather, father. And I'm gonna hit you with this. Our people, the Bible tells you that Israel is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So you could be an Israelite.
I probably am.
You could be. You could be.
Yeah. You know why? Because we all, if you think about it, bro, we actually, like, the idea of religion and, like, the idea of, like, connecting to a spiritual thing, that's not really where we started. We really started, like, as a bunch of cells just kind of floating around in dust. You feel me? It goes way beyond.
I'm gonna hit you with this.
No, but did you hear what I said? I don't even know what I said. It's like, I'll try to tell you something.
You said we all start.
Think about this idea. Put this idea in your head, right? That we actually are. You can start at the beginning of the Bible, or you can start at the beginning of like Egyptian religions, because at that time frame they were correct. Just like in that time frame, that's correct. Right? The idea is that
this book.
Well, I'm not done. So what's happening, bro, is like if you really think about it. At one point, the way science tells us, right? I'm not saying Scientology, whatever. I'm a doctor, bro, so, you know. So the idea is that we all, like, if you believe science to be true, just like if you believe the Bible to be true and the science to be true, because you can do both, right?
Science goes back to the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. So
Right.
I'm a scientist.
Yeah. Philosophy is knowledge too, right? And if you really think about the hard sciences, though, we're a bunch of atoms kind of floating in space, going like this, circulating, right? And then what happens is that the atoms, they start getting denser and denser, they condense, and what happens is charge in between. You know how you operate is an interesting way. You're actually a bunch of cells that have a bunch of atoms that fly back and forth, and they create a charge, similar to like a battery, right? So a bunch of hydrogen molecules move back. That's how your cells operate.
Right.
And that's how they live. And then all your cells create like a muscle, your muscle. So you're actually created by a bunch of energy moving back and forth.
Right. And
so then where does that thought come from?
Right. I feel you on that, but that's all on a physical level. That's operate. You operate the same way the trees operate, the same way a monkey operates.
I get that.
Okay,
So
but it goes deeper than that.
I know
You're a spirit. You're a spirit before your atom and molecule and all that. You're a spirit first. Everything that's physical on the planet Earth, made of different molecules and atoms and whatnot, stems back to the spiritual realm. You have a physical realm that we're in right now, operating in, but you also have a spiritual realm, which is more real than this realm. So yeah, we are made up of different molecules and things of that nature, but within your physical being, you have a spirit. Okay, all these different nations, they have a different spirits. Israel, we have a spirit. Okay, the so-called white man who's an Edomite, there's a spirit. The Edomites have a different spirit within them. That's why these different nations, they act a different way. They have their own way of being. Okay, so I feel you on that, but to go deeper than that, it's not. That's why when I say you could be an Israelite, it's not based upon your physical makeup. It's based upon your spiritual being, which is passed on through sperm. Okay, passed on through sperm, through your physical, your father, your patrilineal lineage. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that you could be an Israelite, it has nothing to do with your physical makeup or anything like that. You could look like a so-called white man, you could look like a so-called Chinese man, but your descendancy goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which would give you the spirit of an Israelite, which means you will be the chosen people of God. That's why you see our people, they dominate, so-called black people, they dominate in sports, they dominate in basketball, they dominate football, they dominate all different types of sports, okay? You got even with the golf world, you got Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's because of the spirit. That's why people make up the best entertainers, so-called blacks, Latinos, okay? They make up the best singers, the best dancers, okay? The best entertainers. That's why when we was in slavery, you got these different nations. When we were in captivity, they would make us sing for them. They would make us dance for them and entertain them because it's something about our spirit. Okay, we play the best music.
Soul.
It's the soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the physical makeup. You know what I'm saying? So, and the times that we're coming into, the one the word inwardly calls God, He's going to deliver His people, which are the Israelites, with the word Israel, or in the Hebrew goes back to. Let me finish.
I'm sorry, my bad. I just really want to write.
No, if you stick around and listen, I'll listen to you.
Yeah, well, I also tell you one thing about it, right? I'm gonna tell you one thing, though. Because I'm in the same game as you, right? I'm just Indian, but whatever. This is my gene. That's the way I am. But our mind's the same, right? See, you know how you get stopped, you look in the eyes. Well, you're not looking in the eyes. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I used to do the same thing, social media, all that stuff. Really trying to get the my thoughts out, bro. That's the dangerous, bro. Make sure spitting. I was spitting, motherfucker. I did 3 years in the Caribbean by myself, bro. Cheating all the time, thinking about life all the time. When I was a cool guy, I started beating people all that shit, right? People try to look at you sideways. And then your mind starts to unravel.
I've been doing this for years, and I understand all that. I take that. People been looking at me sideways. You know what I'm saying?
That's the backstory. So I'm gonna give you a key.
Yeah.
The key is that there's a reason why we have 2 years ago.
Exactly.
Right. So we should. But like, if you know that, you gotta practice that. And then when you practice that.
All right. So put your words into practice, and let me read the scripture for you real quick. All right. Going to what we're talking about. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11. And verse 10, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek. The word Gentile in the Hebrew goes back to Goyim, which means the different nations. Okay? All right? And his rest shall be glorious. That root of Jesse is talking about who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? His true name is Yahushua. All right? Verse 11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time, because you know about the story of Exodus, right? How the Israelites were delivered out of Egypt, okay, from Egyptian captivity. America is Egypt all over again, all right? And the Lord is getting ready to deliver his people a second time, right? All right, but it says, to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left, check this out, from Assyria, all right, from Assyria, and from Egypt, okay, which the Egyptians are Mizraim, they're Hamites.
Okay, I feel like, could you like just summarize that?
You just said that you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right?
No, but you're not explaining it to me. You see what I'm saying?
I'm getting
don't read it. I can read the book.
I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna break it down.
Just let me know what's up.
I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna break it down. The Lord is delivering his people from the 4 corners of the earth. You're gonna have Israelites looking like you, all right, looking like Chinese people, looking like Arabian people, okay?
Yeah.
But check this out. And from Pathros and from Cush is the Eastern Africa, so-called Ethiopians, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. So you're gonna have our people. That's why I said you could be an Israelite. You say your people is from India.
Well, yeah.
But Elam, which the majority of those people are not Israelites, the Most High is gonna put them into slavery. But the Lord is gonna have a remnant of those people that he will have mercy on, because they actually are Israelites and they're of the elect, okay, of the Lord's chosen. So I have to say that, okay, because it's true. Basically, if you don't want to believe that or not, I'm saying that for the camera, okay? Whether you, because I'm not out here just for you, okay? I'm out here for those that the Lord is set up to be delivered, okay? Which could be you or it can't be you, okay? But just know that great destruction is coming to the planet Earth. Okay, you know it's the mark of the beast. You know about the mark of the beast?
I know the world's ending.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's humans involved.
All right. How soon do you think that could be?
Actually, bro, fuck, maybe like 100 years.
100 years from now?
Dude, if we don't get our shit together and we don't if humans don't understand that there is a spiritual connection with all of us, we're all on fucking phones, social media, that's the trap, bro. Those are the evil. That's the devil.
Right.
The devil is the social media. The devil is the money. People chase
money.
But
there's people behind those things, though.
There's
actual men that created social media, that created that behind the Federal Reserve Bank.
The only way to actually win in this situation, you're fighting all of humanity. So for you to fight all of humanity, you need to be very secure in the larger person.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And we the elect of the nation of Israel are going to be very secure in who they are by the time this thing is all wrapped up, man. All right? It's no disrespect,
I just really wanted to shake your hand. I thought we were in a conversation.
All right, I'll shake
you know, I don't really shake a lot of hands.
Shake that. Hey, you could be an Israelite though. Remember that.
Dude, I'm your brother, bro. Say less. Say less.
Hey, I'll take that in the spirit as more than likely you may be an Israelite.
Dude, no, you're my brother, bro.
All right.
And that's how this shit is.
Okay.
We're boys, it's America, bro. We're brothers. That's it.
America's going to be destroyed. You know that?
Yeah,
according to the Holy Bible, America's going to be destroyed with nuclear missiles.
I'll tell you what's happening. I'll tell you what.
The Bible tells us.
They said the Bible tells you nuclear missiles.
It doesn't say nuclear missiles, but you're gonna have the Spirit of the Lord to be able to decipher what it's gonna say.
You know what I think is happening? I think that the nations are not gonna. There's gonna be no more nations. I feel like we're working on a global economy now.
That's part of the New World Order agenda, the Great Reset, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which the Bible prophesies about that. The Bible tells it is gonna happen, but the Lord, who the one ignorantly calls God, okay, he's gonna cut that short because the Lord is against that. He's not with that. He's not with all nations coming together. He's not with that. Nah. The Lord wants the nation to be divided and to be separated. Okay?
Why?
Because that's confusion, man. Every nation is supposed to have their own heritage, their own culture. They're supposed to have their own portion of the earth in their own ways. You know.
You don't think that if we believe if I believe in that wholeheartedly. Right?
If you truly believe in the scriptures wholeheartedly, then that would make you an Israelite. Okay. Because we can't trace our lineage.
No, if I tell you, if I do,
you can't tell me who your great grandfather is. You know what I'm saying? Can you?
I don't need to.
I'm just saying, you can't. So we can't go by that. You got to go by the Spirit. I can't physically tell you that my people go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why I believe that is because my spirit resonates with the words in this book. So if your spirit truly, everybody's spirit don't resonate, because if I tell you that America's going to be destroyed, okay, by thermonuclear missiles, And if you're not of the elect of the nation of Israel, you're going to be burnt to a crisp. How you feel about that?
Dude, like, it might happen, man.
It will happen.
It will happen. I mean, I believe it. If we don't fucking, like, switch our thoughts, bro, like, remember we were talking about it, like, if you don't, like, the world's blind. We all keep wanting, we're very greedy, and we're just, like, burning a hole.
You know, cryptocurrency was created by the elites. Cryptocurrency is a tool created by the so-called elites as witchcraft to get the people into that system.
It's happening.
To get them to ultimately give them the market of beast, which is the RFID microchip implant.
I think, bro, you should hop on the wave.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
Okay,
but up until the point where they tell you that you got to receive a RFID microchip implant in order to access your cryptocurrency.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That's when you're gonna have to. That's why it's good to buy some gold if you can't afford that. Really, you get some silver. You know what I'm saying? Because the dollar is going to be done away with.
Dollar's done.
It's done. That's going to collapse. It could happen this year. Okay?
Yeah. It could happen this year.
It could happen, but that's all prophesied in the Bible.
I mean,
the Bible prophesies about that because the United States dollar, that's the world's reserve currency. If that goes, the world economy goes. So they're going to have to issue a new form of currency, which the Federal Reserve right now is talking about something called central bank digital currency. Centralized.
Do you have Robinhood on your phone?
I looked into that.
Dude, get on it.
I'm trying to play with that.
Let me tell you what. I put all my boys on it, and they're always like, we don't want to do it. I almost like forced them to do it, and they all, you know why? They're thankful, bro. Like $100, put it in Robinhood. You know why? They'll close that generational. Like I'm first generation immigrant. You know, there's a whole bunch of fucking white kids here. They all got like money from fucking, you know.
Yeah, me too. My folks made it.
Yeah, so you know what's up, bro. But like here, I gotta close that gap. So I jump on the markets, bro. Get on this Doji coins, cryptocurrency, only a penny right now.
Right.
Yo, if Doji goes to you put like $100 in, and it goes to $1, you spend like 10 racks on $100.
Yeah, that's the smart, because if you can see the system is going to that, why not?
You'd
be a fool not to.
That's where it's going. Yeah,
right. You'd be a fool not to. Yeah. But there's going to come a time.
The Bible says it.
Right. There's going to come a time. The scripture tells you money is defense. It's a defense. It's a hedge of protection. But there's going to come a time where the central banking system, the Federal Reserve, is going to step in and take over that, because you know they got articles coming out now. There's a dude that has 200. I don't know if you heard about it. It's a dude that has $228 million of Bitcoin.
Yeah, the Indian guy or whatever.
I don't know.
Billion or some shit, right?
Yes, there's some dude has $228 million of Bitcoin.
Billion, bro.
I think he's a so-called white man. I know one guy. He invested years ago, but he can't access it because he doesn't know his password.
Oh,
Bitcoin gives you 10 tries because there's no. I believe it's a false story too, but because it's not governed. It's not centralized, so there's no banking system. There's no way for you to identify yourself other than your password to say this is my